Okay, Rodney says, I have a paid Rapid Visa account. Customer service is great, has answered all my questions. Was going to ask today regarding the AOS, that's adjustment status. Should I send it? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe he means affidavit of support. Should I send it now or wait till I get the NVC number? Um, okay, I'm going to assume by AOS you mean affidavit of support. If I'm wrong, maybe update your question. Um, and should I send it now or wait till we get the NVC number? Well, you definitely don't send it until you're notified by the NVC. You don't want to just voluntarily send it in. I don't, I don't know what would happen with it, but you would have to send it again. I don't know if they'd send it back or whatever. But without your case number, they wouldn't know what to do with it. They'd likely just send it back to you. So yeah, you definitely are going to have to wait until you get notified to submit that adjustment status. Now, you definitely do want to start gathering up those documents, though, and you know, your evidence of your finances. And this being January is always a little bit of a tricky time, because if you're a regular employee working with a W-2, you likely don't have that yet, which means you don't have your 2017 tax return, and that's okay. If you need to get it sent in, you can definitely send it in without 17, since 17 is technically, the 17 tax return is technically not due till April anyway. But you do want to give them the most current information you have. So if possible, when it is time to send that in, do everything you can to give them your 17 tax return. It can also just avoid them asking it, but that way you have current data. If you haven't got it filed yet, but you do have your W-2s, then send that. But I definitely recommend this time of year wrapping up that tax return as quickly as you can, so that you can include that one. Just avoid them asking for it anyway, even though technically, do you have to? I mean, a lot of people file extensions and don't have it. And if you can't, if there's a compelling reason you can't, then it's okay. Obviously, they can't require it since it's not even legally due to be filed yet. But put yourself in your best, put your best foot forward, you know, and have that ready. Gather up that documentation. You know, if you're self-employed, it's a little tougher, so you're gonna have to start gathering up years worth of bank statements, all those things that we can help you with if you call. But short answer, no, do not send it in until it's requested. But do go ahead and start gathering up all your financial data so that you'll be ready.
Just to add to that real quick, just for the rest of the audience, to let you know, the NVC is the National Visa Center, and how the process works, at least with the CR1 spousal visa, is that the NVC, National Visa Center, will send you an invoice first. They'll ask you to pay some fees online. Once you pay those fees, then you can download the instructions and the cover page. And to answer your question about sending in your documents, the affidavit of support, civil documents, you'll have a cover sheet for each one of those. And not long ago, last year, the NVC changed their process. You used to be able to send the documents in separately. You could send your affidavit of support with the financial supporting documents first. Then you could send your civil documents, meaning, you know, birth certificates, MBI background checks, things like that, marriage certificates. You'd send those in at a later stage. Well, now they're all sent together in the same package. And since you said you were a Rapid Visa customer, I will assume that you purchased the Premium Review service, where we assemble and review everything for you. So, you know, if you did that, you'd basically want to send everything to us regardless, and we wouldn't send it off until it was ready, until we had the fees were paid to the NVC, and we had the checklist and the cover page, the barcodes, and everything. So that's a little additional information for you and the rest of the audience.
If you found this video useful, it would mean a lot to us if you could hit the like button and comment below to let us know what you think. You can also ask your own immigration questions in the comments below. If you want to make sure not to miss any of our future videos, we invite you to subscribe here on YouTube, and be sure to click the notification icon so you can be alerted whenever we publish a new video. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook, where you can watch our regular immigration Q&A live streams.